Good morning. It is Monday, December 24th, is Christmas Eve. I slept 10, 11 hours. Or rather, was in bed for 10, 11 hours. Did not sleep well at all. Although, the later part here of the evening, much better than the first several hours, so that was an improvement. And this humidifier I found out, while nice in short bursts, after like an hour, it says it's up to 9 hours, which I guess means the water it can hold can be up to 9 hours. But after somewhere between an hour or two, it will stop. And I'll have to turn it off, unplug it, plug it back in, and turn it back on. Otherwise, as far as how I'm feeling right now, I'm less stuffy. Still a little stuffy, but also with some like runny nose. And I think runny is better than stuffy, just as far as how it feels at least, although it's still annoying. And my throat is not rough, it's not pain still. It's, if anything, maybe itchy. Which I think itchy is better than the others, and also itchy is very distinctly allergy. Now I was planning on doing some laundry today anyways. I think I'm going to wash a whole bunch of my... When I got home from the gardens, it was so late I did not get in the shower until the next day. Didn't clean up until the next day. And it annoys me to think it's possible that because of that, I ended up with like pollen on my hair that got in the blankets, and basically every night I've been making it worse by going back to bed. But it didn't cross my mind until I'm laying there this morning, like, why is my throat itchy? So I'm gonna wash a bunch of this stuff here. Ultimately need to do it more often than I do anyways. But all of that said, first thing I'm going to do is head out to Paul's. Because Paul's has limited hours for Christmas Eve, right on them. And I still want to get some donuts. And alright, I've been busy for several hours, doing lots of laundry, and a little bit of editing. And one of the things that I'm doing that I haven't done, or I guess did, that I haven't done in quite a while, is I have this laundry basket. It's been in the background in here for months. And it has not been empty for months. But it is now. I traditionally use one of those on Christmas, just basically, you know, to make it easy to move presents and such. So especially being over at like my mom's, it'd be easier to have that available to put stuff in, to be able to make it easy to bring home. And I have some laundry that hangs up in the closet, and when most of that stuff, it actually hangs to dry. It never goes in the basket. That doesn't go there. And then I have my shirts, which go there briefly, but I have spots that are easy to get to up here, and then here. Shirts have been going there. But anything else, socks, underwear, bedding, etc., it goes in the dresser. The dresser was half behind this table for a long time, and then the Christmas tree got put up and the table moved, and it has been completely behind the table since then. So it's just difficult to put stuff away. But I wanted to have the basket available, so I moved the table around, and I was actually doing so in order to get to some of the bedding stuff that I had. That way I don't have to wait for everything to go through the dryer before I can finish making my bed. So I have the bed half made up now, and I just gotta basically put pillowcases on pillows and such, and then I can finish that up. But yeah, so I've been working on laundry for what feels like hours. So you know, whatever. Making progress. And I guess I should also point out, I was complaining about this little humidifier not staying on for prolonged periods of time last night, and I don't know why it is now. Whether it's just like I've ran it, emptied it several times, and now it works. But pretty much since this morning, I turned it on and it's able to just stay on. And so I'm gonna head over to Mom's. She was like, and I forgot to give you the stuff that you need to take to your dad's for tomorrow. And I'm like, oh. Well then sure, I'll come get that, pick that up, and probably try and figure out something to eat on the way home. Because all I've had so far today is the donuts this morning. And I've not really felt bad. I've not had a huge appetite with how I'm feeling. I mean, I'm not feeling terrible. A bit stuffy. That's probably about it most of the day, but definitely feeling better today than I have been. Praise God. Not out of the woods yet, but you know, I'm getting there. Alright, and so I got the gifts Mom needed me to bring over. Which is obnoxious that I gotta bring them into my dad's to open them. It's one's to me and one's to Ethan. But basically they're nicer things that she went in on with my dad to help split the cost. And so it's nice for Dad to get to see us open them. But I'm pretty sure they're both the things that she got on Black Friday, which Ethan knows what he's getting and I know what I'm getting if that's the case. So it's not like he's gonna see us being surprised, but whatever. And I'm home from Mom's. She sent some pumpkin log with me, as that's the one dessert she's already made for tomorrow. So that was nice. But otherwise I edited a little more. At this point I've edited 3 vlogs today. And basically my goal is still to get a session video done if I can, so that I can export overnight. I mean, I wasn't really able to record anything with this. Canceled Monday's, the game today, our usual Monday game. But it's like if I can at least accomplish some of the editing side of things. Otherwise, my mom also gave me what she calls an early Christmas present, but was originally supposed to be a birthday present. And I know this because it was when we were at the Festival of the Little Hills that she bought this picture, which actually has lights in it. I'd have to put batteries in it, but it has lights in it, like where each of the street lamps are. They actually light up. And she got it for me, saying, she'd give it to me for my birthday, so I'd have it up, time to put it up for, around Christmas. So that's cool. And birthday came and went, I was like, yeah, well, she forgot. And didn't say anything because I don't feel like I have a right to say, hey, you owe me present, whatever. She don't owe me nothing. But apparently she did find it while doing some other presents and such. And so she gave it to me now. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to put it up this year. Because basically it requires me to actually find a spot, put a nail on the wall, be able to hang it from, etc. Yeah, that's too much effort. Especially since it's going to be up for, it would be what, at most a week. And then Christmas decorations come down, so I figure I'll just leave it as is and I can have it all ready and I'll put it up next year. Still nice. And it was actually pretty simple to edit. The session video was comparatively an easy one, so I got that done and that'll export overnight. But otherwise, I'm gonna get to bed a little early because it's basically been almost a week since I've gotten a good night's sleep without really fighting for it. I've been feeling better today, but not as well as I would like. And it is, again, Christmas Eve. So I did want to, before I close this, leave you with something this year. The end of a book, a story that I'm sure everyone knows, but that just, when I sit and I read it, it almost feels like it means more to me than just when I watch the movie or even looking at the old book with the illustrations in it. But, well, pooh-pooh to the Who's, he was Grinchiously humming. They're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up. I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open for a minute or two. Then the Who's down in Whoville we'll all cry boo-hoo. That's a noise, grinned the Grinch, that I simply must hear. So he paused, and the Grinch put his hand to his ear. And he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started in low, then it started to grow. But the sound wasn't sad. Why, this sounded merry. It couldn't be so, but it was merry, very. He stared down at Whoville. The Grinch popped his eyes. Then he shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or other, it came just the same. And the Grinch, with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags. And he puzzled 3 hours till his puzzler was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. And what happened then? Well, in Whoville, they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. And the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light. And he brought back the toys and the food for the feast. And he himself, the Grinch, carved the roast beast. Leave it to Dr. Seuss to put rhymes and childish words and made-up sounds. And make sure to remind you that Christmas isn't a material thing, but it's something from the heart, from being around those that you love. I am still upset that I have to wake up and go to work in the morning. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. But I will. And when free from there, I will go spend time with my family. And I'm having to work in both my dad's side of the family and my mom's in the same day after work. It's going to be a tight schedule and stressful, and I don't like it, but I'll make it work. And I look forward to seeing my family. Still feeling kind of cruddy, but I'm going to do my very best to be merry and joyful despite how I feel, because I do love Christmas. And I'm several days behind on editing, of course, so it'll be probably a week past by the time you get this. So I hope your Christmas was fantastic. And I hope you got to spend time with people that you love. So I guess join me as my journey continues. I'm gonna get to bed and hope that I'm able to at least feel a little better tomorrow than I have today. Join me tomorrow for my Christmas.